Hey, this is going to be the last video that we shoot for about a week and a half. And here's what I want to see when I get back to Lubbock. Hey, everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show. Weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Well, it's been a pretty active couple of weeks in Lubbock, Texas, with Robert Duncan in the news, with the Texas Tech Board of Regents in the news, with a possible indoor dirt floor arena that is going to be built if voters approve a venue tax election on that. And let's not forget the Lubbock City Council is talking about raising taxes and talking about the budget. It's been a very active couple of weeks around the hub city, and I think it's probably taken a toll on a lot of people who just kind of want to take a break. Well, fortunately for me, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break. I actually had a listener who sent me a text message on the air saying, with everything going on in Lubbock, how can you take a vacation? How can I not take a vacation? Listen, there's a lot of things that are going on, and I know that my fill-ins will do a fantastic job covering everything that is going on in Lubbock. But here are a few things that I hope happen while I'm gone. First and foremost, I hope we see at least a little bit of a resolution in what exactly happened between Chancellor Robert Duncan and the Texas Tech Board of Regents. Right now, there's a lot of distrust going on. There's a lot of distrust from the Texas Tech community towards the Texas Tech Board of Regents, and while I don't expect that to subside anytime soon, my hope is that the Texas Tech Board of Regents, besides Chairman Rick Francis, will come out and get more involved and actually do a press conference. Go out there and talk to people, maybe hold a town hall, do something where you're talking to the alumni and trying to assure the alumni that you're going to move forward with a vet center if that is indeed in the cards and if that is indeed what your plan is. If not, I still say many of you need to go. If you're not for a vet center for Texas Tech University, if you're not for a vet school, if you're not for the, as we've gone to call it, the Robert Duncan School of Veterinary Medicine, get out. Go somewhere else. What I also want to see from elected officials is a push. This is going to take longer than a week and a half, of course, but a big push to have a regent in Lubbock, Texas, at least one regent. I think that, if your major flagship university is in Lubbock, then you should have at least one, maybe two or more, regents that are in Lubbock and in the surrounding area, so that way they know what is going on. I think far too many of these regents live in a bubble, and that's been bad for Texas Tech, and I think that's been bad in the ouster of Robert Duncan. A prediction while I go. I do believe that you're going to keep seeing some infighting. You're going to keep seeing people who do not believe the regent story, and I think that will lead to at least one or more of the regents turning against Rick Francis. Yeah, that's right. You're going to have a little regent on regent violence, so to speak. But a little regent on regent violence among the Board of Regents. I think they're going to turn on Rick Francis, and there's going to be some battles going on within the Board of Regents. This is not a good time for Texas Tech. This is not a good time for the Board of Regents. It's not a good time for alumni, and it's definitely not a good time for the Vet Center. Rager Dykes, who knows what's going to happen with Rager Dykes in the next week and a half. My hope is that employees land on their feet. I don't know where this thing is going to go. There are all kinds of rumors and everything else. Who knows where this thing's actually going to end up and how many twists and turns it's going to take. My hope is that the employees of Rager Dykes, that all of them land on their feet, all the people who did everything right land on their feet, and all those nonprofit organizations that were counting on checks, counting on money from the Rager Dykes group, that all of them will be okay. Lubbock City Council. Folks, pay attention to what the Lubbock City Council is doing. They're talking about the budget right now. They're going through this thing. I've got no problem with substations. I believe substations are the way to go. It is the future, and it's what should be done in Lubbock. But if we can save a little bit of money somewhere in the budget, let's see if we can get rid of that 1 cent increase. I think it's possible, and I'll share on the show Friday a couple of ways how it may be possible. Also, something to keep on watching is what's going on with the dirt floor arena and the election that's going to go on there. What details are out there? What details will be learned in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I think we'll learn some more things, but I don't anticipate getting a lot of information officially until September. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show, weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Have a great day. I'll be back with you in about, a week and a half or so. Enjoy the fill-in host while they're there. It's good to hear from, on different occasions from different voices. They're going to take your calls, your text messages. They're going to be listening to you and getting your feedback. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day.